زبلن صلوات. زبلن صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. زبلن صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. کہتے ہیں عزادار یہاں آئے گی زہرا، ممبر پہ خطبہ ہوگا شہیدی کا تذکرہ. جنت یہ گھر ہو جائے گا اور فرش حریرا، آئیں گے ملائک یہاں سننے کو تذکرہ. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. عباس کے علم سے لپٹ کر کے روئیں گے، مل کر کے یا حسین کی آواز دیں گے. ماتم کی صف بچھائیں گے اور خوب روئیں گے، یاد حسن سے یاد حسین سے کبھی غافل نہ ہوئیں گے. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. یا مادر شبیر نہ اب دیر لگاؤ، بہتی ہیں انتظار میں تشریف لے آؤ. ہے تم کو قسم قاسم عباس کی آؤ، زینب کا واسطہ ہمیں دیدار دکھاؤ. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. ہم واسطہ دیتے ہیں شہ مشرقین کا، اور واسطہ ہے فتح بدر و حنین کا. کر دو سبب محبوں کے آرام و چین کا، مل جائے ہم کو صدقہ حسن اور حسین کا. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. زینب کا واسطہ ہمیں کچھ درد و غم نہ ہو، جو کہ ہے بیمار انہیں جلد شفا ہو. لا ولد کو اولاد ہو اور دفع بلا ہو، بس الفت حسین سے دل سب کو بھرا ہو. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. یا فاطمہ زہرا اب تشریف لائیے، لبیک کی آوازیں بی بی سنائیے. مجلس قبول کیجئے تشریف لائیے، لین کو پرسہ خلد سے تشریف لائیے. یا بنت نبی فاطمہ تشریف لے آؤ، بہتے ہیں عزادار عزا خانے میں آؤ. بعض بلند صلوات. اللهم صل على.
Well, please invite Maulana Sahib for the Majlis Muhammadi wa Ali Muhammad Salawat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، نعم المولى ونعم النصير. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبه نستعين وهو خير ناصر ومعين. الحمد لله الفرد الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد، ثم الصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا وطبيب نفوسنا وحبيب قلوبنا مولانا بالقاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتخبين المنتجبين، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من يوم عداوتهم إلى قيام يوم الدين. कोई बात नहीं इंशाअल्लाह जैसे ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من يوم عداوتهم إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فاطمة بضعة مني، من آذاها فقد آذاني، ومن آذاني فقد آذى الله. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. Respected Mu'mineen, we are commemorating the Shahadat of Sayyida Fatima Zahra, the daughter of our beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And indeed, Fatima Zahra's status is beyond our imagination and beyond our idrak and perception and understanding. The ahadith that we have in regard of Fatima Zahra, they are really amazing and wondering ahadith. For example, one of the hadiths which Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, as mentioned about Bibi Zahra, he said Fatima Zahra Noor was created before the creation of heaven and earth. So people, they ask Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, Alaysat hiya insiya, Ya Rasulullah, Bibi Fatima or Fatima Zahra is not a human being, because human being was created after the creation of heaven and earth. So Rasulullah said, yes. Bal hiya hawra'un insiya. Fatima, she is insan, she is a human being, but she possesses the characteristics of angels. So this is how Rasulullah, interpretate the Bibi Fatima Zahra. And just imagine how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent her down on the surface of earth. Narration says when Rasulullah goes for Mi'raj, so at Mi'raj, when he reaches to the seventh heaven, and over there is a Shajaratun Tuba, the divine tree, and it is a tree, no one can get closer to it except the Ahlul Bayt, that is a divine tree. So it was the status of Rasulullah that Rasulullah, he got closer to there. So when he reaches there, Jibra'il al-Amin, he gave him a piece of apple or an apple. So Rasulullah, he received it and he opened it up. Rasulullah, split it into two parts. And narration says, when Rasulullah split the apple, a nur comes out from that, apple. And narration says that Rasulullah, he was wondered because of the azama, jalala, and dignity of that nur. Rasulullah said, what it is? So Jibra'il al-Amin, he said to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, hiya nur Fatima fil ard. Ya Rasulullah, this nur, it is a nur of your daughter. Fatimatun fil ard wa mansuratun fis sama. Ya Rasulullah, your daughter, she is Fatima on the surface of earth. And when it is in heaven, when she is in heaven, she is Mansura. What is the meaning of this segment, or what Jibra'il said about Bibi Zahra? So he said that Fatima, she is Fatima in earth, and she is Mansura in heaven. So why she is Fatima in earth? Actually, all the names of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, and especially the names, those are reported for Bibi Zahra alayhi salam. You find our ulama, they said, and they interpret in regard of the names and al-qabat and the characteristics of them. They said the names of Ahlul Bayt, they indicate the responsibility of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So name of Bibi Zahra, it is Fatima. What is the meaning of Fatima? What is the responsibility of Fatima to Zahra when she is in this dunya? So when someone asks from our sixth Imam, he says, Summiyat Fatima li'annaha futimat muhibbiha minan nar. Fatima is named Fatima because she is going to protect her follower from the hellfire. Fatima means protector, the female protector. So because Fatima Zahra, she will, she is going to close the doors. Those are opened by the shayateen, by Banu Umayyah, by the haters. So she is going to close the doors of hell. Those are opened by shayateen. So that is why Fatima, she is called Fatima. And one of the beautiful hadiths in regard of Bibi Zahra, Rasulullah, he used to love Bibi Fatima. Of course, not because that she was daughter. Natural love was there, but it was not confined in there. Rasulullah used to say in regard of Bibi Fatima, that كُلَّمَا اشْتَقْتُ الْجَنَّةِ شَمَمْتُ Fatima. Whenever I am fond or whenever I long my paradise, I smell the fragrance of Fatima Zahra. What is the meaning of it? Rasulullah is talking about the paradise. And whose paradise? His own paradise. He's not talking about the Jannat which we will receive, you and I would receive. No, the Jannat of Rasulullah, it is so high. The Jannat, it has so many status. Just imagine the Jannat of Ahlul Bayt and Jannat of Rasulullah. Rasulullah said, whenever I long for paradise, I smell Bibi Fatima Zahra. So this narration is an amazing narration. And in another narration, our sixth Imam, Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam, he said that one of the name of Bibi Fatima Zahra is Fatima Zahra Laylatul Qadr. Bibi Zahra, one of the title of Fatima Zahra is Laylatul Qadr. What we recite in Surah Inna Anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Wa ma adraka ma Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. So one of the title of Bibi, according to the hadith of Imam al-Sadiq, let me give you explanation of it. Once upon a time, Rasulullah, he had a dream. And in dream, he saw that some people of Bani Tamim and Banu Umayyah, they come on the member of Rasulullah after his demise. Rasulullah is having this dream that he passed away, and some Banu Umayyah people, they come on the member and they are guiding people, or they are, leading people toward astray, and they are leading them toward idol worshipping. So after, having this dream, Rasulullah was so concerned. He was so much upset. And when Rasulullah, of course, when he is upset, Jibreel Amin is descended for consolement. So Jibreel Amin, he comes and he asks, Ya Rasulullah, why you are upset? Rasulullah said, I had this dream and I'm concerned about my ummah, because Rasulullah, he paid a lot of effort for the guidance of the ummah. And Rasulullah, he saw in dream that after his demise, the ummah is going to be in astray by the guidance of the Banu Umayyah people. So Jibreel Amin did not respond to Rasulullah. He goes back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then he comes back. And when he comes back, narration says that Jibreel Amin, he revealed the Suratul Inna Anzalna. So, and Jibreel Amin, he said to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, you should not worry about, about the time after your demise, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you Fatima. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed Fatima Zahra, and wa ma adraka ma laylatul qadri khayrum min alfi shahr. Fatima Zahra, she is better than 1,000 months. So Jibreel, he interpreted to Rasulullah that, Ya Rasulullah, these Bani Umayyah, for how many months they are going to dominate on Ummah? If you calculate the domination of Banu Umayyah, it is 1,000 months. So what Jibreel, he said that, O Rasulullah, you should not worry about your Ummah. Yes, Banu Umayyah, they will dominate on your Ummah 1,000 months. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you and gave your ummah someone who is better than khayrum min alfi shahr. Fatima is better than the 1,000 month. So it's they are the secret of the Fatima. And that is why our sixth Imam, he said, Fatima batinu laylatul qadr. Fatima Zahra, she is secret of the Laylatul Qadr. When we talk about the Laylatul Qadr, what is Laylatul Qadr actually? Laylatul Qadr is not all about, just keeping vigilant all night. Laylatul Qadr, it is all about the perception of the Laylatul Qadr. Maybe someone is awake all night, but he would not perceive, he would not, achieve the dignity of Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadr, is achieved by its understanding. And that is why in another hadith, our sixth Imam, he says, Man adraka Fatima faqad adraka Laylatul Qadr. Whosoever have the understanding of Fatima Zahra, he would have, he would receive or he would perceive the Laylatul Qadr. So it's a strong relation in between Laylatul Qadr and Fatima Zahra alayhi salatu wasalam. Wallahi, the status of Fatima Zahra, actually it is beyond our, perception. We will not be able to, comprehend, we will not be able to, grasp the understanding which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put in this great lady. And that is why you see our 11th Imam Al-Askari alayhi salatu wasalam, in a narration he says, Nahnu hujajullahi ala khalqil. That we Ahlul Bayt, we A'immat Ahlul, Imams of Ahlul Bayt, he said, we are hujjah and argument and evidence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on his creation, on his entire creation. So Imams of Ahlul Bayt, they say that we are the hujjah, we are the evidence, we are argument of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he says, وَجَدَّتُنَا Fatima hujjatun alayna. But our mother, our grandmother Fatima Zahra, she is argument and evidence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over us. And that is why our 12th Imam Zaman Ajjallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif, when he talk about the Bibi Zahra, so what he says, وَفِي إِبْنَةِ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ لِي أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Beautiful sentence. Yeah, who is Imam Zaman? Imam Zamana, 12th successor of Rasulullah. It is someone, all the Imams and all the Ahlul Bayt, they respected him. For example, 6th Imam, when the mentioning of Imam Zamana comes in front of him, so he said, I wish that I would alive in the time of Imam Zaman, our Qaim, لَخَدَمْتُهُ. I would spend entire of my life in his service. So Imam Zamana, he himself, such a Imam. Every Imam respected Imam Zamana. But Imam Zamana, what he says, that our grandmother, she is role model for us. Li fi ibnat Rasulillahi uswa. I have, my role model is my mother Fatima Zahra. So Bibi Zahra alayhi salam, she got very high status, great status in the eye of Allah, in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is why you see when it comes to the Hadith al-Kisa, so in Hadith al-Kisa, we all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over there, he says, Ma dhukira, it is a Hadith al-Qudsi, Ma dhukira khabaruna hadha fi mahfilin min mahafil ahli al-ard, illa wa nazalat alayhim al-rahma wa haffat bihum al-malaika. Wherever, this Hadith al-Kisa is mentioned, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, haffat bihum al-malaika, they are descending. Mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sent down on those who recite, the Hadith al-Kisa. So in that Hadith al-Kisa, so what is there? In Hadith al-Kisa, when it comes to the gathering of all Panjatan, so when Rasulullah comes, and after that Amirul Mu'mineen, and then Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein and Bibi Fatima Zahra Ali, when they all gathered over there, so Jibra'il Amin, narration says, he says, Ya Rabbi Oman Tahtal Kisa, Ya Allah, tell me who are those under this kisa, under this sheet, or under this chadar. So a question arises over here. Does Jibra'il not know that who is the Rasulullah? Jibra'il, I mean, he was well aware about the Rasulullah. Many times, he has seen the Rasulullah. Doesn't he know that who is Rasulullah? And about the Amirul Mu'mineen, he has seen Amirul Mu'mineen so many times at the time. And also Imam Hassan and Imam al-Hussein, because all the time Imam al-Hassan and Imam al-Hussein, they are with Rasulullah. So Jibra'il, I mean, he knows all of them. Why Jibra'il, I mean, is asking? Actually, when all these 5 anwar, the lights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, are gathered, Jibra'il Amin was not able to look at them because of the severity of that nur. So that is why Jibra'il asked Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Rabbi wa man tahtal kisa, tell me who are those under this kisa. That moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Hum Fatimatu wa abuha wa banuha, hum Fatimatu wa abuha wa ba'luha wa banuha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduced to Jibra'il Panjatan? He said, there is Fatima, his father, her husband, and her children. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could introduce to Jibra'il, I mean, that there is Rasulullah and his daughter and his son-in-law, and they are, grandchildren of the Rasulullah. But over here, the access point for introduction, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordained Fatima. Allah said, this is Fatima and her father, her husband, and her children. So it's like, it is showing the greatness of Bibi Zahra alayhi salatu wasalam. But unfortunately, such a great lady. And of course, it is a system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is a hadith from the Masum. Al-bala'u lil-wula. The one who has great status, the great bala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordained for them. And just imagine, Bibi Fatima Zahra is a lady, 6 months, for 6 months, narration says. Rasulullah, every day he comes at the door of Bibi Zahra and the door of Amirul Mu'mineen, and he recites this ayah, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا صلوات على محمد. For 6 months, Rasulullah recites this ayah. Every day he comes and loudly is reciting. Why is he reciting? He is understanding the ummah that the lady Fatima who lives in this house is a sacred house. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected her and her children and her husband from all type of the filth. You need to respect her. But unfortunately, after the demise of Rasulullah, narration says one day what happened when Rasulullah passed away, and people, they took the charge of Islamic State, and they insisted that Amirul Mu'mineen should bow down before them. Narration says one day the first Caliph, he sent his envoy or his people to call Amirul Mu'mineen. Someone comes at the door and he knocked the door. Amirul Mu'mineen, he himself stood up and he comes at the door. And this man, he asked that the Khalifa is calling you and he wants bay'ah from you. Amirul Mu'mineen, he responded and he said, tell to the Khalifa that I'm not going to pay any allegiance and I will not even present in your darbar or in your palace. I'm busy in collecting the tafasir of the Quran or the Quran itself. So Amirul Mu'mineen, he went into code and he remained over there. Second time, this man, when he goes back to Khalifa, and he informed them that Amirul Mu'mineen, he's not ready to pay any allegiance, and even he's not ready to come to your place. So narration says over there was a man. He said, I will bring Amirul Mu'mineen, I will bring Ali ibn Abi Talib over here, and I will attack on him. But some other people, they said, how you can attack on the house of Amirul Mu'mineen? Amirul Mu'mineen is a lion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can you defeat him? So the man, he said, I heard from the mouth of Rasulullah, and he was making wasiyah, he was making will to Ali ibn Abi Talib. Oh Ali, if I, after my demise, you should not take out your sword for the revenge. So because Ummah is going to be divided, Ummah is going to be murtad, they will go back to their kufr. So that is why, yeah, Ali, be patient after my demise. So he said, I heard these sentences from the mouth of Rasulullah for Ali ibn Abi Talib. I know that whatever we do, Ali ibn Abi Talib is not going to stand for. Ali ibn Abi Talib is not going to take any revenge from us. Ali will not take out his sword from his pocket. So that is why we can enforce Ali ibn Abi Talib on the bay'ah. We can arrest him. Narration says second time they came again, and at that moment, narration says that the Bibi Zahra alayhi salam, she was grinding the floor in the corner of in her house. And when they knocked the door, Imam al-Hassan, who is 6-7 years old, he goes to the door. But Bibi Fatima Zahra, she stopped him and she said, I'm coming at the door. Bibi Zahra, she comes at the door. Narration says she was with full hijab and she opened the door. These people, they said, we want to, arrest Ali ibn Abi Talib. Bibi Zahra hold the threshold of the door and she said, I will not allow you to enter in the house and arrest my husband Ali ibn Abi Talib. This is how Bibi Zahra, she is defending the imamat and the wilaya and the imam of her time. Narration says Bibi Zahra alayhi salatu salam, she is holding the threshold of the door, and these people, they, she was not letting them to enter in the house. One person, he take out his lash and with the full strength he hit on the hand of Bibi Zahra. The moment Bibi Zahra hand was hit with this lash, she screamed, Wa Muhammada, Wa Aliya. When Bibi Zahra, she screamed, Ya Muhammada, those people, they got scared and they, turn away from there. But after a while, these people, they come back with the fire. And narration says they knock the door. A cursed man, he comes at the door and he said, Oh Fatima, open the door. Bibi Zahra, she said, I will not open anymore this door because I want to protect Ali ibn Abi Talib. This man, he said, no, oh Zahra, if you do not open door, we will burn this house. We will put fire in this house. Bibi Zahra, she said, don't you know over here the daughter of your prophet lives? Don't you know Fatima to Zahra's status? This mal'oon, he said, I don't care about it. And then finally he put fire in that door. And when the door get weakened, narration says Bibi Zahra, she is standing at the door, behind the door, and then this man hit the door and it fall on the Bibi Fatima to Zahra. Bibi Fatima to Zahra herself narrate that I was ground in between the wall and the door, the way wheat is ground in between two millstones. Narration says at that moment Bibi Zahra, she screamed and she called Fidda ilayya qad qutila ma fi ahsha'i. Oh Fidda, come and support me because my child, my womb is died, because there was a nail in that door. Fidda alayhi salam, she ran after Bibi Zahra, and these people, they enter in the house of Fatima to Zahra. Narration says they put a rope in the neck of Amir al-Mu'minin and then they started dragging. Here Bibi Zahra alayhi salam, she fell down, she was fainted. And in this, in this hujum, in this mobbing, Bibi Zahra, when she woke up, she observed that they are dragging the Imam Ali alayhi salam. Narration says Bibi Zahra did not care about her wound. She stood up and she goes and she put her hand in the belt which was fastened in the back of Amir al-Mu'minin. They are dragging Imam Ali, and Bibi Fatima alayhi salam was dragged with Ali ibn Abi Talib. Then one mal'um comes forward and he hit on the hand of Bibi Zahra with the handle of sword, and Bibi Zahra was left, and Amir al-Mu'minin was taken to Masjid. وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. ماتم
یا زہرا 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 ماں درد و جہان فاطمہ جان دل بد و بستی محبان دو ہستی محبان دو ہستی یا زہرا 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 اے ابیہا اے ابیہا بجزا بغیر دستی محبان دو ہستی محبان دو ہستی یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا سب مل کے یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا امید شفاعت سے تو اے فاطمہ زہرا خاتون جنا وارث تطہیر سراپا اشراف نساء عکس نبی عکس خدا جا میزان وفا روح دعا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ یارا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا افتاد در خانہ تورا پہلو شکستہ امت نے تیرا حق نہ دیا فاطمہ زہرا محسن کی شہادت کا سبب بن گئی دنیا ورثہ ہے تیرا اشک عزا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا این اشک فشاں باد نبی بنت پیمبر تھا سوگ میں بابا کے عزا خانہ تیرا گھر روتے تھے تیرے ساتھ علی سرور و شبر اے خستہ جگر محو بکا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا در کرب و بلا تشنا لبی تیرے پسر کی تاراجی ہوئی کس طرح زہرا تیرے گھر کی بے گور و کفن لاش رہی نور نظر کی عالم بخدا سوگ میں تھا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا بچوں پہ تیرے فوج ستمگار کی یلغار زنجیر بکفتوں کے گراں عابد بیمار دربار علم قید ستم تختر غمخوار آدھا کے ستم کنبہ تیرا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا فاطمہ زہرا یا زہرا زہرا یا زہرا یا زہرا اے سرور و ریحان سر مجلس شبیر جب فاطمہ ہوتی ہے دل افگار و گلوگیر मंजर वो कहाँ तक कोई कर सकता है तहरीर, रोता है कलम लिख के सदा फातिमा ज़हरा, या फातिमा ज़हरा, या फातिमा ज़हरा, या 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 हुसैन, या हुसैन, या हुसैन, या हुसैन, मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। इन्नल्लाह व मलाइकतहु युस्वल्लूना अलन नबी या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू सल्लु अलैहि व सल्लिमू तस्लीमा। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला फातिमत व अबीहा व बअलिहा व बनीहा व सिर्रिल मुस्तौदअ फीहा बिअदद मा अहात बिही इल्मुक। सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या रसूलल्लाह, अहसनल्लाहु लकल अज़ाफ़ी बिन्तिक ज़हरा, अस्सलामु अलैकी या खदीजतल कुबरा, अहसनल्लाहु लकिल अज़ाफ़ी बिन्तिक ज़हरा, अस्सलामु अलैका या वसी रसूलिल्लाह व या अमीरल मुअमिनीन, अहसनल्लाहु लकल अज़ाफ़ी ज़ौजतिक ज़हरा, सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या अस्सलामु अलैका या बिन्त रसूलिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैका या बिन्त नबीयिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त हबीबिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त खलीलिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त सफ़ीइल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त अमीनिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त खैर खल्क़िल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त अफ़ज़ल अंबियाइल्लाहि व रुसुलिहि व मलाइकतिहि, अस्सलामु अलैकी या बिन्त खैरिल बरिया, अस्सलामु अलैकी या सय्यदत निसाइल आलमीन मिनल अव्वलीन वल आखिरीन, अस्सलामु अलैकी या ज़ौजत वलिय्यिल्लाह व खैरिल खल्क़ बअद रसूलिल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैकी या उम्मल हसन वल हुसैन सय्यदै शबाब अहलिल जन्नह, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहस सिद्दीक़तुश शहीदा, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहर रज़िय्यतुल मरज़िय्या, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहल फ़ाज़िलतुज़ ज़किय्या, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहल हौराउल इंसिय्या, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहत तक़िय्यतुन नक़िय्या, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहल मुहद्दसतुल अलीमा, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहल मज़लूमतुल मग़सूबा, अस्सलामु अलैकी अय्यतुहल मुस्तहदतुल मक़हूरा, अस्सलामु अलैकी या फ़ातिमतु बिन्त रसूलिल्लाह व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहु, सल्लल्लाहु अलैकी व अला रूहिकी व बदनिक, अशहदु अन्नके मज़ैति अला बय्यिना मिन रब्बिक व अन्न मन सर्रके फ़क़द सर्र रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, व मन जफ़ाके फ़क़द जफ़ा रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, व मन अज़ाके फ़क़द आज़ा रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, व मन वसलके फ़क़द वसल रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, व मन क़तअके फ़क़द क़तअ रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, लिअन्नके बिज़अतुम मिन्हु व रूहुहुल्लज़ी बैन जंबै, कमा क़ाल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि, उश्हिदुल्लाह व रुसुलहु व मलाइकतहु अन्नी राज़िन अम्मन रज़ीत अन, साख़ितुन अला मन सख़ित अलैहि, मुतबर्रिउम मिम्मन तबर्रअत मिन, मवालिन लिमन वालैत, मुआदिन लिमन आदैत, मुबग़िज़ुन लिमन अबग़ज़त, محب لمن أحببت وكفى بالله شهيدا وحسيبا وجاسيا ومصيبا. السلام عليك يا أبا محمد حسن بن علي، أحسن الله لك العزاء في أمك الزهراء. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، أحسن الله لك العزاء في أمك الزهراء. السلام عليكم يا زينب الكبرى وأم كلثوم، أحسن الله لك العزاء في أمك الزهراء. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا صاحب العصر والزمان، أحسن الله لك العزاء في جدكم الزهراء. اللهم أرني الطلعة الرشيدة والغرة الحميدة، واكحل ناظري بنظرة مني عليه، وعجل فرجا وسهل مخرجا، وجعل الله من أنصارك وعوانك وشيتك ومحبيك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرزك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. رحم الله من يكره الفاتحة.